Can you hear me? How are you doing this morning? All right, all right. I thought we were at a Forever rally. Yeah? You excited to be here? All right. Well, it's great to be here with you today. I know that there's a few people walking in a little late, trying to get in from registration. But, looking forward, I know we're going to have a great couple of days. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Garen Breinholt. And I have the opportunity to kind of open up this morning seminar that we're going to have and to present a person that's going to share some of his ideas and his forever experiences with us. One of the things that many of you probably know, I have the opportunity to work with Latin America as well as specifically with Brazil, which is, as you know, not only our #1 country, but it's been a very fast-growing country. And there's a lot of excitement, as you can imagine. I know many of you hear of the excitement that's happening in Brazil. Well, a few months ago, I was asked to contact Lino and invite him to the North American rally, and he graciously accepted. And one of the things that I met Lino the first time, I think it was almost 10 years ago when he started his business. And it's quite remarkable to think in just less than 10 years what he's been able to achieve in forever living. And but the remarkable thing about Lino is not just what he's been able to achieve, but many people that he's brought into the business has been able to achieve. And hopefully he'll share a few of those success stories. It's really exciting. When we think of I look back 10 years ago in Brazil. Brazil was doing about 10 years ago was doing just almost 1,000 cases. Is that a lot of cases? I think there's many areas in North America that do more than 1,000 cases. But last month, Brazil, for over 4 months, did 100,000 cases per month. So Brazil is a great success story, but also part of that success story is we have with us, a great distributor. I want to just tell you a few things about Lino before I bring him up. Lino, when he began just like many of you. He went to a meeting and heard about an opportunity. But in fact, his first year starting out in the business, he actually became a manager, and then he left for about 2 or 3 years. Because one of the things he realized is he tried to build the wrong way, and he'll tell you that he did not do the business correctly. Well, about 2 or 3 years later, he returned to the business, and one of the things that he realized, I remember he came to Fernando and myself, and he said, I want to do the business the right way. And we began to talk, and he began to kind of form a system based on the principles of forever. And he began to build his business accordingly. And it wasn't a short time later that he became a senior manager. He began to qualify for all the super rallies. And it wasn't long ago that we recognized him as a new diamond manager and the first diamond manager in South America. And it was a great achievement, but many people have their eyes, thanks to Lino, have their eyes set on becoming a diamond manager. And not only is he a diamond manager, he's only one of 3 distributors that's part of that special 12,500 case club and above. He does over 12,500. In fact, this last year, he nearly made 15,000 case credits. How many of you like to qualify for the super rally that we're having in Washington? Well, did you know that Lino qualifies almost in 1 month? So right now, as we're sitting here, we're in February, the middle of February. He is already qualified to go to the rally. So it's really exciting, to see his growth, and I look forward for the opportunity for him to share with you some of the success that we're having in Brazil, as well as some of the specific things that he does to build his business. So what I'd like to do now is ask you to give a big round of applause for our diamond manager from Brazil, Lino Barbosa. And forgive, I forgot to mention, please forgive me because I'm translating, and Portuguese isn't my first, isn't my second language. It's kind of almost a third language, so bear with me, but I know him very well, and I know the message he's going to share. So anyways, another round of applause for Lino Barbosa.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Ok. É um prazer muito grande estar aqui com vocês.
It is a great pleasure to be with you here today.
Mas ao mesmo tempo causa medo.
But at the same time, I'm a little afraid.
Porque para falar para pessoas especiais e inteligentes como vocês,
because it's not easy to speak to people like you.
É uma responsabilidade muito grande.
It is a great responsibility to speak to people as important as you are.
Mas eu prometo fazer com o coração.
But I do promise to share what I have to share with my heart.
Não vou ensinar nada porque eu não sei.
I'm not going to teach anything because I don't know how to teach.
Vou compartilhar coisas que eu faço no meu dia a dia.
But what I'm going to do is share with you things that I do day in and day out.
Erros e acerto, mais erros do que acerto. Coisas certas e coisas erradas.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about things that are right to do and also things that aren't right to do.
Mais coisas erradas do que certas.
But some things that maybe we shouldn't be doing.
Porque tem dois tipos de pessoas, as inteligentes e as sábias.
You have two different kinds of people. You have some people that are very wise and some people that are very intelligent.
As inteligentes erram e aprendem com seus próprios erros.
And many people that are intelligent, they learn from their own mistakes.
E os sábios aprendem com os erros dos outros.
And the wise people learn from the errors of others.
Então eu vou compartilhar os meus erros.
So what I'm going to do is share with you my errors.
Porque vocês são sábios, vão aprender com os meus erros.
Because you are very wise and you're going to learn from his mistakes.
Então, primeiro quero parabenizar todos por estar aqui também.
And I want to congratulate each one of you for being here with us today.
E pedir uma salva de palmas muito grande para você mesmo.
And I ask you a big round of applause for each one of you. And you can tell who speaks Portuguese.
Estas palmas foram muito fracas.
Yeah, that applause was very weak.
Porque Porque estas palmas é para você, para o seu futuro.
Hey, this applause is for you and for your future.
Como que você gostaria que fosse o seu futuro?
How would you like just that little round of applause to be your future?
Excelente?
Is it all right?
Então dê uma salva de palmas.
So a big round of applause.
Aê! Não poderia deixar de agradecer a Deus.
I want to thank God
por mais este momento de estar aqui com vocês.
For this moment to be here with you.
Agradecer a minha família, meus filhos,
my family and my children,
que estão lá no Brasil trabalhando.
That are in Brazil working.
Meus filhos estão a quase 1000 quilômetros fora, longe de casa.
Now my children right now are working with Forever, and they're about 500 or 600 miles in Brazil away from home right now working.
Trabalhando duro.
Working hard.
Agradecer a minha esposa Noêmia, que está aqui presente.
Thank my wife,
a minha
Noemia,
diamante, pediria que ela ficasse em pé.
His diamond.
Eu estou aqui hoje, mas ela é a melhor parte deste negócio.
So, I'm here today, but she is the best part of our business.
É a parte bonita.
The beautiful part of our
inteligente.
Business. The intelligent part of our business.
Aliás, as mulheres são a parte bonita deste negócio.
Yeah, women are a beautiful part of this business.
São as que mais crescem.
They grow the most.
Deus, quando foi fazer o homem e a mulher,
when God created men and women,
primeiro fez um rascunho, um desenho.
First he made a design.
Depois fez a obra-prima.
And then he did the work.
que foi a mulher.
That was the woman.
Uma salva de palmas para as mulheres.
A round of applause for all the women here.
Muito bem, as pessoas me perguntam em todos os lugares que eu vou,
Many people ask me whenever I travel all around the world,
qual o segredo do sucesso?
what is the secret of success?
Mas quando as pessoas perguntam o segredo do sucesso,
But when people ask, what is the secret of success?
na verdade elas querem uma fórmula matemática pronta.
But really what they're asking for is they want a mathematical formula and they want it right now.
Infelizmente, eu não posso responder a isto.
And unfortunately, it's very difficult to respond to that question.
Não existe fórmula matemática.
There isn't a mathematical formula.
Existe um conjunto de ações
There's a combination of reasons
que, ao ser aplicadas, traz sucesso.
that have to be applied before success.
E é importante nós sabermos que sucesso primeiro vem o trabalho.
But it's one thing important to realize about success is before you can have success, you have to work.
Não há sucesso sem trabalho.
There is no such thing of success without work.
Sucesso sem trabalho só no dicionário.
Yeah, success without work doesn't exist.
Na vida real, muito trabalho.
In the real life, work hard.
Determinação,
Determination,
comprometimento,
commitment,
disciplina.
discipline,
E num negócio de pessoas como o nosso,
and especially in a business like ours,
honestidade,
honesty,
integridade,
integrity,
porque nós temos um negócio de credibilidade, relacionamento.
because we have a business of credibility, of relationships.
E para ter relacionamento, um bom relacionamento, precisa ter credibilidade.
And a good relationship, you must have credibility.
Nós temos um negócio onde as pessoas vão nos seguir.
Are doing a business that people follow.
E ninguém segue alguém que não é confiável.
And no one follows someone that you cannot commit to.
Em qualquer outro negócio,
In any other business,
às vezes algumas dessas características
sometimes some of these characteristics,
não é levado muito a sério.
yeah, they're not taken real. It's not serious.
Mas um negócio de pessoas como o nosso,
But a business like this,
isto é fundamental.
this is fundamental.
Confiança.
You must have trust.
Confiança.
Trust.
Confiança.
Trust.
Confiança.
Trust.
Precisamos ser confiáveis.
People must be able to rely on us.
Então precisamos cambiar hábitos.
And sometimes we have to change our habits.
Os hábitos que nós tínhamos antes deste negócio,
The habits that we've had before this business,
ao tratar com as pessoas, ao lidar com as pessoas,
to work with people and to help people,
não serve para este negócio.
and sometimes it doesn't work in this business.
Ok? Tudo bem?
Okay?
Dispostos a mudar?
Are you willing to change?
Ok. A primeira pergunta que eu gostaria de fazer é:
The first question that I would like to ask you,
por que estamos aqui?
why are we here? Why are we here? Dinero, aprender, aprender.
Por favor, levante a mão
sucesso.
quem quer falar. Só, um por vez.
Huh?
Levante as mãos quem quer falar, um cada vez.
Okay. So, raise your hand and just wants to hear from one person. Okay? Você sabe triunfar.
Triunfar.
Tener sucesso. Success.
Saúde.
Health. Now,
Money.
money.
Isso eu entendo bem.
Yeah, he understands that very well. In whatever language.
Para escutar do diamante e aprender dele.
To what? Experiência de você.
Ok. Ok. Uma mais.
Yeah, one more right there. I'm colorblind. Is that a green shirt or a yellow one? To get more trust, to build more trust, she said.
Fantástico.
Great.
É importante sabermos por que estamos aqui.
It's very important to know why we are here.
Mas para fazer sentido tudo isso que vocês falaram,
To make sense of what all of you have said,
é importante entendermos o que temos em nossas mãos.
it's very important to understand what we have in our hands, what we have in front of us.
E isto muitas pessoas não entendem.
And unfortunately, many people don't understand that.
A respeito de negócios,
In respect to business,
nós nascemos na era do emprego, na época de ser empregado.
yeah, and many people today in the business world, we grow up thinking that everyone needs to be an employee.
A maioria de nós cresceu vendo papai, mamãe e as pessoas em volta sendo empregados.
Yeah, many of us have grown up either as employees or we've seen our parents also as employees.
E nos dizem, estudem e arrumem um bom emprego.
Yeah, and so many people, they go and they study and they study and study, and then they're excited when they have a good employment.
Ou vá para outro país, vá para lá, vá para cá, para mudar de vida e arruma um emprego lá.
Yeah, and sometimes they move from one country to another to also to have a new experience, but also as an employee.
Então nós crescemos com isto, ser empregado.
So many of us are born, and as we grow up, thinking, having a mentality of an employee.
Trabalhar para alguém,
To work for somebody else.
responder para outra pessoa, fazer para outra pessoa,
To respond to another person, to act and to do what other people want us to do.
Então nós pensamos como empregados,
So we think as an employee,
fazemos como empregado
we work as an employee,
e temos o resultado de um empregado.
and we have the same results as an employee.
E o resultado do empregado nem sempre é o que a gente espera para a nossa vida.
And unfortunately, the result of being an employee isn't many times what we want or what we expect.
Há pessoas que vão ser e viver a vida toda como empregados.
And there's some people that will live their whole life as an employee,
Mas há pessoas que apenas estão empregados,
but people that are now employees,
mas elas não são empregadas. Elas não são empregadas.
não entendi.
Estão, mas não são empregados.
Yeah, and there's some people that are employees, but maybe in their mind they are not employees.
São empreendedores,
They're independent.
águias.
They're eagles.
E parte dessas pessoas estão aqui hoje.
And many of these kind of people that think like this are here with us today.
As águias,
Eagles,
empreendedores,
independent,
sucesso, campeões.
champions, successful champions.
Então precisamos entender bem isto
So it's very important that we understand this
e pensar como um campeão.
and that we begin to think like a champion.
Porque quando eu penso,
Because when I think,
eu ajo.
I do.
E quando eu ajo,
And when I do,
tem um resultado.
I have a result.
E se eu penso como campeão,
And when I begin to think as a champion,
eu vou trabalhar como
I'm going
campeão
to work as a champion,
e vou ter um resultado de
and I'm going to
campeão.
have this result as a champion.
Primeira coisa que nós precisamos entender agora,
The first thing that we need to understand right now,
quando eu me associei à companhia,
and when I sponsored into the company,
adquiri 2 caixas créditos, no mínimo.
I purchased my first 2 case credits.
Eu adquiri uma franquia Forever Living.
I had my own franchise, my own Forever Living franchise.